Hi everyone, so this lesson's all about graphs, and I'm going to start off with a really simple experiment, the simplest experiment I can possibly think of. I've got these 2p coins, and my experiment is I'm going to make a tower of coins, and I'm going to measure the height of that tower of coins. When I'm drawing my graph then, the independent variable has to go on my x-axis, or my horizontal axis, and my dependent variable goes on my y-axis. I'm going to be drawing my graph with a pen so that it can be seen in the video. You're going to use a sharp pencil. It has to be really sharp because your pencil line has to be thinner than half a grid square. So we're talking about these tiny little squares here. But I'm just going to use a pen to draw my axis. So this is my y-axis, this is called the vertical one, and this is my x-axis, which is the horizontal one. So as I say, this has to be the number of coins. It's always the thing that we change, or the independent variable that goes here, and this is the height of the tower. And we've measured that in millimeters, so I'll put millimeters in brackets there for my units. So this is how we set up our scale. You'll notice I've drawn my axes really far over so that I've got plenty of graph paper to use. I want to use more than half the piece of paper, otherwise otherwise you'll be asked to do the graph again. I'm going up to 20, so I need to make sure that I can get up to 20 up here. I've got 13 squares to play with, so I can't go up in ones because I'll only get to 13 and I need to go to 20. My next stop is to go up in twos. If I went up in twos, it's 13 squares, so I should get to 26. That's 2 times 13. And so that's what I'm going to do, because that's more than the 20 that I want. So I'm going to go 2, 4, 6, 8, and so on. On the number of coins, I need to get to 8, and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I've got exactly 8 squares here, which is handy. So I can go up in ones. What we're not doing is writing our results as the scale. If we do that, we will always get a straight line, but it will be completely meaningless. Now we're going to get to plotting our points. So the first point I'm going to plot is this, the 1 coin and 2.5 millimeters high. So 1 coin is here. I'm going to go up to 2. If I go up to the point in between the 2 and the 4, that's 3. All right, so I suppose you can add that to, it's not wrong to add that to your scale, but it's going to be messy if we do that all the way up. But I can just put in that 3 here. We don't want 3, we want 2.5, so it's got to be in between the 2 and the 3. So that's here, and I'm going to draw a small cross. I'm not going to draw a massive splodge. I need to know exactly where that point is so that I can draw my line of best fit later on. And then with 2 coins high, we're up to 5. So the 5 is between the 4 and the 6. So that's a small cross there. When I'm up to 3 coins high, it's 7.5. So going up to, this is 7 in between the 6 and the 8. This is the 8, so I need to draw a small cross here. I've deliberately chosen results. I mean, you might notice these numbers are suspiciously round. I'll be honest, I've made them up so that I get a nice straight line like this. If you've got a point that's not on a nice straight line, then you've almost certainly done something wrong. Okay, so have a look at how you've plotted your individual points. These individual points should be plotted again in pencil, and these crosses need to be thinner than half a grid square. When we're doing our line of best fit, this line of best fit is going to be absolutely perfect. Which doesn't give me an opportunity to tell you how to draw a line of best fit if it's not absolutely perfect. But I'll draw my line of best fit anyway. Get a nice straight line. I'll draw my line of best fit with a 30 centimetre ruler so that I can do it in one go. If I'd used a 15 centimetre ruler, I'd have an ugly little join here, and that's not going to be good enough either. We want one straight line of best fit here. Because the points are all in a straight line, this is what my graph looks like. Okay, I've now finished the graph. And then if I wanted to find out the height of the tower, if I'd use 6 coins, I could, well, that's one of my measurements, but if I wanted to find that out, I could find out the height of my coin tower here. So after you've drawn your coins graph, we're going to then apply what we've learned about graph drawing to a different experiment, which is with a spring. And the experiment here is that we're applying a force to the spring. So I've got this weight here, it's a 1 Newton weight, and we're going to then, I've then measured the length of that spring. All right, so that's what the second result, that's what the second graph is all about.